So let's get to the Teacher of the Year award for 2011. And first, if we can, let's get a little refresher on our three finalists.
Are you Miss Sweet?
I am.
Well, congratulations. Your teacher is the Austin Independent School District's Elementary Teacher of the Year.
My mom, Peggy Sweet, was a teacher in AISD for 35 years. What I learned from her, I think, really shapes who I am as a teacher. She was never judgmental. She was always very supportive. While I was in college, I was volunteering at a service center for Latino immigrants in mid-Missouri. And mid-Missouri really had no resources and no support for their booming Spanish-speaking population. So I worked with children in an after-school program for 2 years, to the point where I actually started running the program and driving the 15-passenger bus and picking them all up. And it was so shocking to see how little help these children got and how little information their parents received about their education. So I had never thought about bilingual education before. I didn't know it was important until I met those kids, and then I knew it was very important, and I felt obligated to use my bilingualism for serving Latino immigrant children. It's really not important to me the order that you do it, but I want by next week us to have pretty full Facebook pages for these characters. This is a 4th grade bilingual classroom, and this is my English reading group. It's a pretty large group, about 23 students in here. And right now they're working on making fake Facebook pages for characters in the book we're reading called Esperanza Rising. I really try to think of new ways, new media forms, new digital literacies that these kids can start to experience, because for children in poverty and children of color, I think technology is one of the ways that we can bridge the gap to college. I have to come in and be ready to listen and learn and hear their experiences and their stories. I have to talk to their families to understand where they're coming from. The way these children grow up and some of the experiences they've had are very different from my own life and can be heartbreaking. But what they've taught me is resilience.
Hi, how are you? Good morning. I'm Maria Karstarpin, the superintendent. This is for you from Austin Independent School District for your Teacher of the Year success.
1, 2, 3. Get in the gist. 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 You get the main idea, support it with the details. You put it all together, and there's your summary. Get in the gist. This is from 6th grade, and I have all 6th grade this year, so it's the perfect picture. What's right above it, what it's supposed to say is an old woman baked some gingerbread. She had some dough left over. It's the story of the gingerbread man. But the way it's written is very difficult to read. At one point in time, I attended some training on dyslexia and got a big book. And within that book, there were several samples that they had created like that, just to try to show, here's different ways kids might see if they're experiencing dyslexia. And I came across that one, and I went, wow, that's how I read. I still today, that's how things look to me. I read like that. So I put that up there just as a reminder, yeah, if he can do it, yes, you can do it. So the talking I should hear is 1 lion, 1 tiger, 1 bear, and 1 oh my, telling the group what to do. Well, at the beginning of the year, I have all my students take the multiple intelligence test. And they learn 2 things. One, that there's many ways to be intelligent, to be smart, because I have a lot of kids that come to me thinking they're not smart, they can't do it, they're failing, they don't try, so they fail, they build up that cycle. So they see right away, there's many ways to be intelligent, and they come up with a final project that they can hold on to, that they can see, that are specific ways they already are smart. Well, a motto I like to have for myself, for my kids, is work smart, work hard, and have fun. I truly believe that every child, every student can, therefore they should and will succeed. So if there's anything that I want to leave as a mark, it's that yes you can, yes you did. Let's keep spreading that. Let's expand that until everybody really is being successful, not just now, but in life.
Hi. Congratulations. Do you know why I'm here?
I don't know.
Your teacher is now the high school AISD Teacher of the Year.
Well, before this, I was working at Fox News as a video editor. Before that, I was working at a place called Music Lab. I was kind of learning how to work in a recording studio environment and learning all about sound equipment and things like that. I was in the real world, as we call it. Hey guys, my name is David Bellison, and I am the audio-video teacher here at Travis High School. If you guys are interested in making movies and making videos, this is the class for you. And if these letters are falling outside of that zone, teaching was always kind of in my mind. And the opportunity came up to teach what was then called video communications or visual communications. Just the fact that they had all of this, and I was instantly like, I can't believe they teach this in high school nowadays. You know, I had to wait till college before I got this experience. I want this. I want to be here. What my class does is it essentially takes us, students and says, okay, you generate the idea, you form the idea, you write the idea, okay, and then we figure out how we're going to do it. And we have to solve all the numerous problems that are going to come up as we make this product leading to this ultimate goal. And I think if the more classes can incorporate those kind of basic ideas of producing a product, the better attendance is going to be, the more engaged students are going to be, the more excited they're going to be about their learning, they're going to be more excited, and they're actually going to see the relevance of the other things that they're learning in school. Hands down, the best part of my job is the end, when we all get together in a darkened theater and to see their images on this gigantic screen in front of all their peers, it's just overwhelming, and it never gets old year after year.
I'm grateful that I know firsthand how remarkable it feels to receive this award. This year's winner is an advocate for students, for educational equity, for social justice, for the celebration of all our world's cultures, and someone who believes that the most important characteristic of a great teacher is someone who simply knows how important it is to just be there. Our winner is an individual with education in their blood, yet someone who, ironically enough, never meant to be a teacher, and consequently grew into an educator who believes that the best teacher is also a student. Please say hello to Austin's 2011 Teacher of the Year, Caroline Sweet.
Wow, thanks guys. This is really overwhelming. It was such a pleasure to get to know you, Kim and David. You guys are amazing. I hope we get to keep in touch or something. It was really neat to get to know you guys. It feels weird to be standing here alone because what I do every day is such a team effort. I work with some really amazing fourth grade teachers, Barbara Sasson and Carolyn Estrada. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you. You've taught me so much. This has been the hardest year of my professional career. I'm in UT grad school. I have a kid that just turned 2, but I also have an amazing husband who takes care of that child when I'm studying and will go buy tennis shoes if one of my students needs them. So I love you, Jorge. Thank you very much. I want to tell you about some of the principals I've had the opportunity to know. Catherine Carter, are you here? Miss Carter, hi. As a Brentwood Elementary student in the early 80s and 90s, I had the opportunity to have really wonderful, creative, innovative teachers, and now I, as a teacher, really understand that you were a big part of that, so thank you. Mr. De La Garza. Mr. De La Garza, where are you? Oh, hi, Mr. D. Mr. D, thanks for hiring me. I don't know if you knew at the time. I had no idea what I was doing. And to my current principal, Valerie Galbraith, thank you for trusting teachers, for letting us do what we know is best for the students. I think there's many high-quality teachers that haven't had an opportunity to work with such strong leaders as these three that I've mentioned. And for that reason, maybe never reach their full potential. I think principals and administrators here today should look at these three and use them as models of good principals, of principals that trust their teachers and allow for creativity. I'd like to say the next part in Spanish. Quiero dar las gracias a algunas mamás, dos mamás en particular. A la señora Rodríguez, gracias por enseñarme que los obstáculos de la vida nos hacen más fuerte y que podemos enseñar esto a nuestros hijos. Y a la señora Hipólito, gracias por compartir conmigo tu historia y enseñarme que las mejores lecciones no vienen de libros o maestros, sino de los corazones de las mamás, quien quieren lo mejor para sus hijos. Ustedes me inspiran a hacer mi trabajo con todo corazón, porque eso es lo que los niños merecen. And I'd also like to tell you about one really important person who you heard a little bit about up there, Peggy Sweet, my mom, who, yeah. Peggy Sweet worked in AISD for 35 years. She just retired last year. My parents met teaching at Reagan High School. Mom in home ec, dad in ISS, right? Peggy Sweet worked with pregnant and parenting teens for most of her career, and she never had an opportunity like this to be recognized, to stand in front of a bunch of people, but she really should have. I know what Peggy Sweet did for the lives of so many young women. I saw it in the long hours I spent in her classroom just wishing she would take me home. She spent hours in the hospital holding hands of young women about to become mothers, and then hours holding their babies, showing them to be the kind of mother that she was. She made sure that they could get their work done at school and then eventually graduate. Her dedication to her students has really set my standards high, so I can only hope that I can positively affect as many lives as she has over the years. And I can only hope that I can be the kind of educator that she showed me how to be. And to my fellow teachers, we must use our classrooms to break the cycle of poverty for our students. Don't just do what the district tells you, and there's several district people in here today that probably walk in your room and tell you what to do. Don't just do what's in the textbooks, do what the students need. You need to show your students that they can be agents of change, but model that for them, starting with yourself. Support bilingual education, support dual language, support the DREAM Act. Thank you, Austin Partners. Thank you, board. Thank you for this recognition. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
You're looking here at our three beautiful Teachers of the Year finalists, the best of the best, and what we hope every teacher will be. Again, I just want to congratulate each of you. I also just want to say that you are winners to all of us, and we really appreciate all that you've done. And I think just that little glimpse in the video, if it's any indication of 1/1,000,000th of what you do every day in your job, that our kids are 2,000,000 gazillion bazillion times better for it. So thank you for even sharing your practice with us and for being here tonight. You inspire us every day. We thank you for it, and you've really made this evening a very special time for everyone. And everybody was sitting here on pins and needles, really, not able to contain themselves to see who was actually going to win. So I have to tell you one little thing about Carolyn, and it's true. When I walked in, they don't tell me, because I would blab. I wouldn't be able to control myself on who the winner was. But when I saw her tonight in her gorgeous fluorescent highlighter elementary yellow dress, I said, Carolyn, you're dressed like a winner. And so I would have been shocked and devastated if that dress didn't get you over the hump. But we didn't know what you were going to wear, but that is just a great ensemble, and you really have the spirit of what, you know, we mean for Teacher of the Year, and you look it, you walk it, you talk it, and we love you for it. So congratulations again.